um, I, bel I believe my key takeaways for
Hello, how far?
Okay, Shemilore, please can you mute your mic? Shemilore,
Yeah,
please mute.
Shemilore,
please mute your mic.
Okay, sorry.
Hello.
Nancy Miriam, not be Prince wife.
Sorry, please mute your mic. Please mute your mic. All right, so Chika, we are listening to you. You're no longer audible. Chika, we are no longer hearing you. Is it your network? Okay, probably his network. Okay, so Mustafa, you can go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I hope I'm audible and clear.
Yes, very clear. Good morning.
Okay. Well, I would like to thank the facilitators and everybody that tried to put this particular program into hard work and success. I say thank you. Thank you for improving us. Thank you for improving us as individuals. And all of the aspects that we're learning from this program. Honestly, I'm really excited to be part of this program. I've never been part of this program. I wouldn't forgive myself. Forgiving myself, sorry. So on my path, on my side, the thing that I learned, or the topic that really moved me this past week, was the definition of a leader. I think that KGS definition, you go the way and then you show the way, really. I think is a complete definition. There is no better definition that you can give more than that. It's a complete definition. As a leader, I learned that you have to know first your value and your value and your area of strength. And then you also have to do everything that will empower you in order to know what you do. And the next thing is you go the way, that is, you embark on the path that you believe is the right way. You show people that this is you embark on it, you serve or you set as an example. You lead by example, as it says go. And then you bring in other people, you show them this way. That definition really is a clear definition. And if I can improve on that, I think it will be a help to me and the society that I'm living in, and also the community and the nation that I'm living in, and the world as large. I'm really happy about that definition. I like it so much that it's not part and parcel of me. It's not part and parcel of me. Honestly, I almost think of it every day since the day that I heard of it. I'm super excited about that. That's my contribution this morning.
All right, thank you very, very much. Thank you for coming out. It is not easy to, first of all, come out and speak, then also share what it is you learned. Chinwilku, sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right. Please, can you mute your mic? Chika, are you back? Is your network okay now?
Yes. So sorry. I think I was locked off by my network.
All right. So Rugia to Karima, please can you mute your mic? Please can you mute your mic? Chuku, can you mute your mic, please? All right. So thank you very much for sharing what you've learned so far in the past 1 week, Mustafa, and what stood out for you. Yes, leadership is about knowing. If you don't know, there is no way you can teach others. If you cannot go the way, then there's no result you're going to show to the people you want to lead. And if you cannot show the way, then you are not yet a leader, because you are working on your own. You are not able to share whatever it is you've been able to do and you know already. All right. So thank you very, very much for sharing. Okay. So Chika, the floor is yours now.
Okay. Good morning once again, and thank you for the opportunity. Right. We don't take it for granted. Okay, so just like I was saying before I was cut off, that this week deals more with personal leadership, and uh, my major takeaways for this week, right, is that as a leader, that I must be given to personal development. I must actively seek new ways to improve myself, right? Try out new things. You know that to lead the pack, you have to be ahead of the pack, right? So I must constantly keep improving myself, right? Because from the definition that was given about who a leader is, they say that a leader is the person who knows the way. So it means that to know the way, you must go in search of the way, right? You must actively seek out the way to know the way. Then it doesn't end in knowing the way. I should go the way. I should lead by example. I should take steps, actions towards that way that I have found, right? And then I think that leadership now ends or is more in showing the way, right? A leader shows the way. After knowing the way, going the way, then you show the way to the people you are leading, because effective leadership is seen in your followership, right? It's seen in making your followers into leaders, into responsible leaders. I think one of the things that I believe in is that, first of all, I have to do the things that I'm telling my followers to do while they are watching, and then I do it with them and give them corrections, right? And then that's the process of my leadership. And then assign it to them to do it while I sit back and watch and give them feedback later. And then after that, tell them to repeat the process with their own people, right? So this is my key takeaways from this week. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very, very much, Chika, for Ellen, please can you mute your mic? Okay, thank you. Thank you very, very much, Chika, for sharing with us what you've learned during the course of the week. Yeah, a leader needs to grow. A leader who is not growing cannot help the followers grow, because the followers are looking up to you. When you start hearing, oh, the followers of this person are stunted, not because they don't have a leader, but because the leader is also not growing, the leader is also not improving. So it's very, very necessary for us, or for you as a leader, to be invested in growing, to be invested in personal development. Very, very key. All right. So Oyema Angela, the floor is yours. Please unmute your mic. Angela, are you here? Angela, are you here? Okay, seems like our network would not allow her on mute. Is there any other person who is willing to share with us? Okay, she's here. All right, we're listening to you.
Can you hear me,
Good
ma?
morning. Yeah, I can hear you now. Good morning.
Okay, good morning, ma. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Thank you, ma,
morning.
for this opportunity. I really appreciate, and thank you for everything. Okay.
Angela, good morning.
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you so much for this opportunity. Okay, for the past week, I've been able to learn a lot. But the thing that stood out for me is, though they have said it already, but this KGS of a leader, like a leader, as a leader, you must know the way, go the way, and show the way. in my team, I've started applying it already in my team. Okay, we scheduled the meeting yesterday. I make sure that I was there first, like no excuse, like it's really helpful. And what else I learned is seeds of leadership. As a leader, you must grow in your character. Like you must not compromise. You must be competent. Like you must not do things shabbily like every other person do their thing. You must you must know how to communicate with your team. Like lack of communication do lead to a lot of things going wrong. You must know how to communicate effectively. Courage. You must be bold. There's no how you'll be timid and communicate to your team and they listen to you. Like I've learned that one, you must be courageous, even when it seems that things are not working out in the team. And you must have compassion. You must put yourself in the shoe of the people you are leading and know how they feel for you guys to thrive in your team. So that's what my takeaway this week.
All right, thank you very much, Angela, for sharing what you've learned so
Thank you,
far.
Ma.
Yeah, the 3 C's of leadership are very, very important, and I'm very, very happy that you have started implementing what you've learned already. I'm very, very glad, and it is of great joy that you are not just learning, but you are also implementing what you have learned. And yes, to start rubbing off on your team members, because when they notice that, okay, the person in charge of this team is coming, as then why am I going to be late, right? So what you've learned. All right, so what they've learned so far during the course of the week. There are a lot of things learned. We have 7 days lessons, and so far I've had just 3 days lesson. For today's so I don't know if you've seen today's lesson, which is on education. Yeah, as much as we want to lead, as much as we are competent, as we know the way, we are going to be very, very important. As much as you want to be that leader that every follower, every person wants to work with. Everybody, Jonathan. Okay, let me give you the floor. I'm sorry, let me complete what I'm saying so that you can speak. All right, so as much as you want to lead, it is also important for you to learn. If you don't learn as a leader, then there's nothing you want to show, there's nothing you want to take action on. All right, so everybody. All right, so everybody, you have the floor now.
Windows will read and scan. Narrator.
Sorry, everybody, Jonathan, you here?
On screen allowed.
Everybody, Jonathan, are you here?
Yeah.
All right, you have the floor.
Okay. Good morning. Thank you for the opportunity, and appreciate the organizers and the entire team of Impact Field as well. So the week has been value packed. All right, but then I think my key topic for the week is on the excellent driven leadership. Yeah, excellent driven leader. All right, and according to definition, is one who is dedicated to achieving the highest standard of quality and performance in both personal and organization settings as well. So I think that's my best for the week. And I also discovered that while going through that lesson that I've not really been that an excellent reader, like to be sincere enough. Like the topic exposed my own frowns as a leader, as someone that is currently sitting on leadership position. In fact, after that particular topic, I'm going through it again and again. In fact, some of my team members that I relieved of their duty, I have to record them back at the course of the week, looking at the challenge that came up and what transpired and why I relieved them of their duty. I discovered that, yeah, as an excellent leader, I, first of all, as a leader, I have to always seek ways to, enhance processes and system as well, and also setting clear standard both for myself and for my team. So I discover sometimes as a leader, we don't clearly set what we actually want, and sometimes we believe these people should know what they ought to do, and when goals are not clearly defined, sometimes it can jeopardize what the team is meant to achieve. So I also learned something that is also very, very important, and that is also implementing regular reviews and also encouraging feedback. And another thing is to always set a clear goal that are specific and achievable, relevant, and time bound. I think that has been my watchword for the week: setting clear goals and being more specific. And I think most of the project that I've handled across the week, I used it, like setting this is what we are supposed to achieve, and looking at what is actually achievable. As someone that is operating within the tech sector, sometimes out of excitement we want to do the unthinkable, right? And sometimes we expect so much from those that are within our team as well. So I think is actually an amazing topic for me, and I learned so much. And currently, that particular part is actually shaping my leadership as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, ABB, for sharing what you've learned so far during the course of the week. Excellent leadership is very, very important for effectiveness and for us to achieve our goals and get the right results. So thank you very, very much for sharing. Yeah, I know a number of us still want to talk. We still have one or two things to say, but then we are working with time. I'll be leaving the floor for our lead trainer to come and to take the floor right now. Mr. Solomon, you have the floor. Okay, Chuku, please can you mute your mic? All right, thank you. Mr. Solomon, you have the floor. Chuku, please mute your mic. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Solomon. Thank you for welcoming.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here. Good morning, everyone. Everybody, Jonathan, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Miracle. All right. Good morning, Chuku Chinwoku, for the Mara, Gift, Helen, Chika, Miracle, Mustafa, Angela, Kamara, Semilore. Marvelous. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Remember what we did last week? Remember what we did last week when we came in, when we started? And I want us to do it again. Put it on the comment section. I am the best thing that has happened to the world. Put it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Put it on the comment section. I am the best thing that has happened to the world. If you are sure that you are the best thing that has happened to the world, put it. Oh, that's great. I am the best thing that has ever happened to the world. Yes, put it on the comment section. I want to say it. I want to say it. Yes, yes, yes. Jonathan is the best thing that has happened to the world. Mustafa, yes, yes. Helen, Semilore, yeah. I'm going to put my own because I'm not going to be left behind. I am the best thing that has happened to the world. Put it on I'm waiting for you. Welcome on board. Yes, yes. Miracle, Miracle, Gift, Angela, is the best thing that has happened to the world. Chika is the best thing that has happened to the world. Chimoku is the best thing. Marvelous is the best thing that has happened to the world. Now we take it a bit further. We take it a bit further. For them, Mara is the best thing that has happened to the world. We take it a bit further, like we did last week also. Now I'm going to put your name, put your name. Kamara is the best thing that has happened to the world. Put your name there. Solomon Okeke is the best thing that has happened to the world. Write it there. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Put your name there. Put your name there. Put it, put it, put it, put it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Is the best thing everywhere. Yes, Angela is the best thing. No, no, no. Complete it. Anybody can be Angela. Put your name there. You know, put your name there. Your name. Anybody on earth can be Angela, but it's rare to see someone who has the same surname and the same exact names. Put your name there. I am the best thing that has happened to the world. I love the way you put it, miracle in capital letter. It's an audacious, it's so audacious now. You know, whether you like it or not, Onyebuchi miracle is the best thing that has happened to the world. And I love the emoji that you are putting. Yes, I love the fact you put a globe there. Yes, powerful, powerful. Yes, yes, Mustafa is the best thing that has happened to the world. I want you to always live with that consciousness. No matter what comes your way and no matter what happens around you, you're going to live with that, knowing, is a knowing, is a knowledge, is a conviction that you are the best thing that has happened to the world. And it really does not matter where you're coming from. Are you getting what I'm saying? It really does not matter the kind of village they give birth to you in. It really does not matter who your father is, his occupation, whether he has money or not. Really, it doesn't matter. What really matters so well is that we created, we did a thorough discussion on people's discovery. And one of the things I said last week, Saturday, is that, your purpose determines your functionality. Why my phone was created. I mean, what my phone can do is because of the purpose that was in the intent of the creator. So if God created me and brought me into the planet Earth, he knows that he knows that the world is incomplete without me. He knows that the world is incomplete without me. Therefore, he gives me the functionalities that I have and empowers me to take action with them. So I cannot afford to come to the face of the world and I'm saying, oh, please pity me. Pity me, I came from a poor background. Pity me, my parents were not rich. No, 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 no. I will have to come and then I wear I wear my identity. I wear it like a clothes, and then I celebrate myself always, because if I'm not here on the planet Earth, the world would be missing. The world, the entire universe, the 8 point something billion people in the entire universe will be missing something if I'm not here on the planet Earth. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you say it with your, with your full capacity. Say it with joy. Say it with excitement and conviction that you are the best thing that has happened to the world. It doesn't matter if you got food to eat this morning or not. Are you getting what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you had food to eat or not this morning. What really matters is that you have understood that you have a significant role to play on the planet Earth, and you are here to play it. And you will go all out to play that role. You will go all out to be the best that you're made to be. All right, so congratulations. Welcome. Welcome. I want to believe you have shared you've gotten a lot of your friends to register for the stream 9 of the Exceptional Leaders Program. I just want to believe, because I know that you are enjoying your time right here. You're enjoying your time in this session. And please, if you've not gotten your friends to register, I want you to intensify it. I think the registration level is still very low. So I want you to intensify it everywhere you are, anywhere you are. Share to friends, share to platforms where you think they will need it, and share the link as well. Tell them what you've been experiencing for the past 2 weeks, and get people to register, because it's going to change their life. I'm so excited when I'm hearing the beautiful things that people are saying about the program, and especially what you've been learning through the week. All right. Although I've not had anybody share anything from the videos. If you like saying I didn't know they watch the videos, we will know. We will know. All right. We will know. All right. So I'm so excited about what the transformation that is happening here, and I'm sure we want to send it out to more people and let them experience what we are experiencing, right? Please share it, share the opportunity, right? I think I saw someone tag me on Facebook. Yeah, that was Jonathan. I saw your tag on Facebook. I'm not really active on Facebook for the past 2 weeks, but I stormed in Facebook 2 days ago. I saw you tag me, and I see all of you, sharing on your status and all that. Let's intensify it. All right. So this morning we're going to be talking about. Okay, before I continue, I would ask Miss Marvelous. I'm going to send you um, a template, a goal setting and a goal execution template. I'm going to send them to you. You mail it to only people that are right here in this live chat. And please ensure to do that before the end of today. Mail it to only people that are in this live chat, only the attendees of this live chat. I can see we are 15 here. I joined with 2 of my accounts, plus you, Marvelous. That means 12 people are in attendance. Please mail to only them. Don't mail to everybody. Then I'm going to also share briefly how they're going to use it to set their goals and execute their goals. That will be powerful. All right. So I'm sharing with you, just like I shared last week from one of my books, the 25 Top Secrets for Every Youth. I'm sharing with you this morning. I'm sharing with you this morning from one of my books again, Fire On, Give Yourself the Permission to Live Audaciously. All of my books are on Seller. I'm going to share with you, hopefully before the end of the day, or Marvelous, please remind me so I can share the link with you, so you should share with them on the WhatsApp group. I'm going to share with you the link to my Seller shop, where you can go and buy any of my books that you want, and then you enjoy. All right. But I also recommend powerfully that you get this particular one, and also the other one we used last week. So chapter 8 of that book, we are talking about plan. We are talking about always have a plan. And this part of the book is talking about what important it is to to set goals, to make plans, to have strategies to empower yourselves to get to where you're going to, where you want to get to. The truth is that prayer is important, but if you pray always and do nothing and don't act on what you're supposed to act on, you're already failing. Are you getting what I'm saying? The same way you can say money is not everything. The same way money is not everything. Money is something. And someone will say, I don't need money. Money is not important. It's a lie. Money is important, because there are places where you go to, and then and then you can't tell them that you love them, and then they will give you what you want. You will spend money, right? And money being important does not overrule the fact that love is also important. All right. So you can't say I love you, and then people give you money. People give you what you want. The same way you cannot use money to buy what love can do. All right. So everything that we need to do, every principle of life, they have their place. They have a place where they are functioning. They have a place where they are working. I mean, they have their own roles. And you cannot do more than that. I mean, you cannot, ignore those roles. You cannot ignore those roles. You cannot ignore the part of goal setting and execution because you believe that prayer is important, and because you believe that, you know, whatever you say, that God will do it, that God will establish it, which is true. But he has given you a brain also for you to do some things. There are things you don't need to start asking him to help you get done. There are things you don't need to start crying and shouting, "Oh Lord, where are you?" No, 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 no. Some of these things are the things you as a person you need to sit down, make your plans, and God empowers it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Sit down, make your plans, and God empowers it. For us, and then for me and some of my brethren here who are Christians. I know some of us are Muslims also. But even if you're Muslim, there is something called crossover night. You know, whether you're a Muslim or not, you still live a year and enter into another year. I don't know how Muslims celebrate it, but us Christians, most of us will go to church on the 31st December night, and we cross into January 1st in the church. And then once it's 12 a.m., everybody starts shouting, "Happy New Year," fireworks everywhere. I know no matter your religion, you see the fireworks, right? And some of you also, everybody partake in the fireworks. Now, if you're entering a new year, for example, or even a new phase in your life, or a new month, you know, or even your birthday, and you don't have a goal for that new phase, then there's a problem. You say, "Oh, I am here. Let me just wake up every morning and do whatever that I see and move on with my life." That is not how to live a powerful life. That is not how to live the best of your life. You must be at every point pursuing something. Life is all about activities, and the best way to live your life is to live in productive activities. You cannot do without activities. Everything you are doing is activities. You woke up now, we are on this session now, it's an activity. After now, I'm going to leave, I'm going to the office, and I have an interview by 1 p.m., another activity. In fact, for me to leave and drive through, or maybe enter a vehicle that will take me through the office, also an activity. In fact, to go and take my bath, activity. To do this activity, life is all about activities. But you must, as a person, ensure that your activities are productive ones, right? And how do you ensure that your activities are productive ones? That you plan yourself. You set goals, powerful goals. You set life-changing goals, all right? And not just setting them, you are going to make sure that you start executing them, all right? I'm going to share briefly on all of that. I hope to be as fast as possible, right? Why do you need to plan your vision? Because vision that is planned is more realistic. Vision planned are more realistic. When you say, "Oh, I have this great vision," you have to ask yourself, how do I get there? Last week, someone asked the question, what if you have so much, you know exactly what to do, but it is so big? I said, start from somewhere. Take the little actions, little actions, take them, all right? That's very important. Then I said again that the planned vision is half achieved. When you plan it, you have achieved it because you already know how to, all right? Then planning makes your expectations time framed. Because I'm going to buy a car, within the first 6 months of the year, that is to say that by the end of 31st, is it 31st? 31st of June, I am supposed to have gotten the car. So it gives me a time frame that, if I really want to achieve this, it must not pass this time. All right. So I'm going to talk about goal setting and what I call the W SMART formula. Already, some of you know what the SMART formula for goal setting is already, and I believe it's a powerful one and it's all over the internet. But I have to add the W part of it because it's very essential, and that is to mean that your goal must be written. You must write it down. Because how did they say that a pen is mightier than, I'm trying to I'm trying to remember how they said it, because you can forget things. If you say I have a goal to do this, and you didn't write it down, and not just writing it down, but placing it in a place that is visible to you. If it's your diary or your phone that you're writing it in, then you must make sure that that is a place where you always visit. Are you getting what I'm saying? That's a place you always visit. If not, then write it and print it, or you just write it and paste it in your room. Because even the Bible says that, that you should write the vision. You should write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision and make it what? Make it plain. Make it plain, so that the people that are running will run with it. So if you don't make your vision plain, you cannot run with it. So when you've written it, make it plain. That is, make it visible. All right. Let your goal be written. Write it. Then the second thing is that it must be specific. Someone wakes up and says, I want to make money. This year, I'm going to make money. I want to make a lot of money. A lot of money for you may not be a lot of money for me. All right? I want to make this bolder for you. A lot of money for you may not be a lot of money for me. Are you getting what I'm saying? A lot of money for someone who is living in an abject poverty. Can be 2 million naira. That's a lot of money. I mean, someone who has never seen 100,000 naira, 2 million naira is a lot of money for him. And if he gets that in a year, he has blown. Are you getting what I'm saying? But for someone who is financially exposed already, a lot of money can be 200 million, can be 1 billion, can be 3 billion. So when you are trying to set your goal, be specific. Be specific. This is my year to get married. When are you? When? I will get married. I will get married this period. This period is not a specific period. It's not that, no. I want to get married to a good woman. What is your definition of good? Could you please be specific? Are you getting what I'm saying? I want to make the best of grades in school. What does it mean to make the best of grades in school? Be specific. I want to pass that exam. What does it mean to pass exam? To you, what does it mean? Because to pass exam could be C. Anybody who gets C, in fact, in Nigerian grading system, you can even get down to E. A, B, C, D, E is only when you get to F that you've failed. So if you get E, it means you've passed, or at least you didn't fail. So if you're not specific about what you really want with life and what you will really want with your goals, then anything falls, anything. It is said that a person who does not stand for anything can fall for anything, right? What Demara said, the likes of Dangote, yeah. That's a bit specific. And in being specific, you'll be able to measure your goals. Because when I say I want to make, let's say, I'm trying to make it so simple for us, let's say 1.2 million or 12 million in a year. I said, when I want to make 12 million in a year, an example now, I'm giving an instance. What it really means is that if you want to measure 12 million in a year, that means you should make 1 million every month. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you're still here, please put on the comment section. That means you want to make 1 million every month. So being specific is now helping you to measure your goal and the achievement when you start executing it. All right, so specific, measurable. It has to be specific, it has to be measurable. Then the fourth one is that it has to be attainable or achievable. Now, this does not put a cap to your ability to do above what you have done before or to do above capacity. All right, this is to tell you that it's that you shouldn't build castles in the air. You shouldn't wish. Please, someone's microphone is on. I would appreciate Chinwoku if you mute it. Okay, think I'll help you do that. This means that you shouldn't just be building unnecessary castles in the air. Are you getting what I'm saying? It means that you must ask yourself how, you must ask yourself how, how am I going to do this? Okay, now it may not be something you have done before. It may not be something you have done before. It may not be something you even think you have the capacity to achieve, right? But it has to be achievable with the level of resources, human capital, human resources, and that you can access. All right? Let's say you want to make ₦1 million this month. This month, yes. You have the capacity to make it. First of all, you have to believe that it can be done. But the question is, how can I do it? What can I try? Even if it will fail, but what can I try to get to this place? All right. Now, the R part of it is realistic. Have you ever seen a 2-year-old boy? Am I saying 2 years, 1 year, or even 2 years, saying that he will buy an aircraft? That he wants an aircraft. He doesn't have the money, as far as I'm concerned, except his dad has the money. And even if the dad has the money, the dad will ask him, what are you doing with an aircraft? They will just take it as if, this guy is joking. Children, hey. So you have to ask yourself, how realistic is this thing that I want to achieve? All right. Now, there is no impossibility, but there are limiting factors. With the factors around me, can I break some of these factors and achieve this? Is it realistic that I can break some of these factors and get to this place? Are you getting what I'm saying? All right. Now, another thing I want to point out that is not written here about the R factor is that it has to be relevant. Somebody say relevant. Put it on the comment section. Relevant. It has to be relevant to your overall life goal. You cannot be setting a goal to be the best cook in the world and break world record like Hilda Bassi, and you want to break world record of cooking, in the Guinness Book of Record. You can't be setting that goal while you know that your overall life goal is to be a transformational speaker who is going to be traveling all around the world speaking on global stages. I mean, what correlation does this have with cooking? But if you say, oh, I want to be the world best chef, then you have a goal there. Then it's relevant. Then that goal of breaking world record is relevant. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it has to be relevant. So that is why we even had to do the purpose discovery part last week. Because when we get into this place, it doesn't confuse you. So why are you here? Let your goals, every life goal you're setting, let it be something that is leading you to that path where you're really going. Are you getting what I'm saying? Put it. I'm still waiting for you to put it on the comment section. It has to be relevant. Say relevant. And that reminds me, on my WhatsApp status, I had a revelation to start putting on my WhatsApp status every time. I am perpetually relevant, right? And I want you to understand that you can also be perpetually relevant. What that means is that your relevance does not end. We'll talk about this some other time, right? Oh my God. If there are people in Enugu, please, I would love to invite you. Oh my God, is it the right thing to do? I don't know, but you're not yet in the alumni center. The alumni center, they are hosting a networking event at Unity Park on Sunday. If you're in Enugu, just reach out to me if you want to attend. I will direct you to the president of the alumni center. All right. It's when you graduate that will put you in the alumni center. But I feel like I can plead on your behalf to attend. But we're going to check what your level of participation has been so far. That will let us know if we want to invite you. It's going to be an opportunity to meet a few people who are in town, and then some other people are going to join us virtually. All right, so that's fine. Yes, you're perpetually relevant. Onyebuchi Michael, Angela, you're perpetually relevant, and you have to work towards it too. You don't just put it, it's not mouth talking. No. You have to work towards it to be perpetually what? Relevant. Okay, so now the last part of that W SMART formula is that it has to be time frame. I've talked about it. I want to get married this year. Yes, I want to get married this year. First of all, if you say this year, it really means that it's already time bound. All right. It means that it's already time, because this year ends 31st of December. It's time bound, very time bound. All right. So I want to get, but you have to say when this year am I expecting to get married? When this year, you have to put it. You know, okay, I want to be the best graduating student. You know, it's 4 years that your course is, so it's 4 years. You have to ask, what do I do? So it's time frame. If your goal is not time frame, then you're just wishing. I want to do great things in my life. In my life, when is your life? Yes, because you don't even know when this life, your own, will end. So I want to do great things. So what are the small things I'll start doing now? It has to be time frame. All right? Am you getting what I'm saying? I want to make so amount of money every month. What does every month mean for you? For some people, it's actually 20 it's actually 20 days. 20 days, yes. That is Monday to Friday times 4. That's 5 times 4. That's 20 days every month. For some other people, it's 31 days. 31 days is a month. And it doesn't matter if it is February that ends with 28 days sometimes, or 29 days. So what is the time frame when you're going to achieve this thing that you want to achieve? Are you getting what I'm saying? All right, so that is it. So these are what I call the W SMART formula for goal setting. We're going to move as fast as possible, right? Then when you have set goals, you have to execute them, because it's not really about setting, but also about executing. All right. If you set goals and you write them down, pull down everything, and want to gladly tell us, oh, I've set powerful goals. I've set amazing goals. I am this, I am that, da. No, you don't do that. You don't just set goals and leave them. You have to start working towards it. And that's what execution is all about. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you still here? Are you still here? Please put it on the comment section. Put it on the put that you're here if you're following. Yes, Samilore is here. Jonathan is very active. Waiting. Yes. 4 days here. Chimoku, Nyabuchi, Princess. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so what is the SMART formula for goal execution? I'm sure you may not have seen this. Yeah, Chika is here. Angela is here. What is the goal execution formula for yeah, Helen is here. What is the SMART formula for goal execution? All right. Number 1 is strategy. This is the first genre of execution. Somebody say strategy. Strategy. Or you can say strategy. All right. You can say strategy. All right. Yes. The way Helen wrote it, it looks like strategy. All right. So, so it's great. Strategy is powerful. It's a plan for effectiveness. It's here that what works and what does not work are carefully observed, studied, streamlined, and effected for goal actualization. I'm going to be sharing with you, because of time, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the questions you're going to ask if you're trying to drive a powerful strategy for your goal execution. Number one is what will work and what will not work in the process of achieving this goal. It's a question of reality. Let nobody fool you. There are things that will work and there are things that will not work. If you answer that question carefully, you will be better equipped. Are you getting what I'm saying? You will be better equipped to take the necessary action. You'll be better equipped to, focus, to get to fight those things. I mean, to combat the challenges when they come. So you have to ask yourself, is reality? Life is full of realities, and faith is not a denial of fact. Faith is an embracing, is an acknowledgement of fact. Someone says, how can you come from a poor background and then you're trying to say, oh, by faith, I did not come from a poor background? What you're doing is that you're denying the fact that you have a disadvantage already. And if you deny that fact that you have a disadvantage already, you're going to have issues. You're going to have serious issues. Are you getting what I'm saying? You're going to have serious issues with trying so hard to get the right thing done. You have issues. Oh, I did not. Your father is very poor that he cannot pay your school fees, and you are there saying, "Hey, I did not come from a poor background. My father was rich." You're lying. You're denying the fact. Faith is not a denial of fact. Faith is an embracing, is an acknowledgement of the fact with a hope that something bigger and better can happen. Are you getting what I'm saying? So don't deny the fact. Don't deny it. So now the next question will now be, what do I have and need to be able to make this happen? It's a question of resources, right? Yes, because there are things you have. For example, if you want to set a goal to be good at public speaking, you have your voice already. Nobody is stealing it from you. It's not, you have it. But you may need a coach, so you don't have a coach. You've not taken a course, you need to buy a course. So you may need money to buy that. So there are things you have and there are things you don't have. You have to ask yourself those questions. Number 3, what can I spare in order to make this a reality? It's a question of willingness. How willing am I? How willing am I? I want to start running a show every Saturday. How willing am I to wake up? In fact, to prepare on Friday, wake up on Saturday, before everybody, get ready, how willing am I? I want to start doing videos. How willing am I? It's a question of what? Willingness. We don't have all the time, but I'm trying to be as fast as I can. Now, the next is what time do I need to put in on daily basis for this goal to be achieved? Whether it's daily basis or weekly basis, but the start is is a question of devotion. Before you even you must have found that this is what is required. Then what time can I give? How devoted am I supposed to be, or can I be towards this goal? Because how devoted you are towards a goal will determine how fast the goal will be achieved. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you still here? All right. So now, who do I know that can be of help to me in actualizing this goal? I want to also emphasize and add something to this. Who do I know and who do I need to know? Are you getting what I'm saying? Because you may know some people now and then you don't know some other people now. And then you need to actually connect with these people so that your goal can be achieved. So your question will now be, who do I know? Who do I need to know to be able to achieve this goal? So it's a question of leverage. How am I going to, what relationships can I leverage to be able to achieve this goal? Are you getting what I'm saying? And then where will this goal take me to? That's a powerful question. And when we were talking about goal setting, I said something about relevant. It has to be relevant to your vision. So you have to ask this goal now, where will it take me to? A question of vision, a question of your overall concept of who you really are and how the goal affects it and how the goal works towards its effectiveness, right? Then the next thing, which is the M part of the SMART formula for goal execution, is milestone. you got to ask yourself, what have I done before? In the scriptures, for us Christians, there was a guy called David. He was in his father's bush. He was in his father's he was in the bush tending to his father's sheep, and a bear came and took one of his sheep, and he rushed there and he killed the bear, grabbed the sheep back, and a lion came. I mean, a human being fighting a lion. A lion came and he rushed the lion. He didn't run. He rushed the lion and he captured the lion, killed it, grabbed the sheep back, saved the sheep. So when the lawyer stood at the gate and was messing up with the people, and he came and he said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine? I have killed the lion, I've killed the bear." So he had a track record. So what I would recommend to you is you start building milestones from the little things that you do. What have you done that gives you the courage? Because courage is about, is about you being able to say, I have done something before, I can do this now. It doesn't matter how the gap between what I've done and what this is, but I did this, it gives you the courage to push on. All right. So if you were when you were in secondary school, you were taking 15th position, and then you put in some effort and you got 10th position. Next time you say, "Oh, I got 10th," you put in more effort, you can get 5. Then you put in more effort, you can the first position. And everybody will be surprised. That is the same thing that can happen to your goal. When we started Impact Faith Global Youth Initiative, we started with 4,000 naira. 4,000 naira was our all and all. That was what we used to start the Impact Faith Global Youth Initiative in 2016. And we had only an attendance of 16 people. And we did that event in a classroom in the school where we went to secondary school. In a classroom. Look at how it has grown to today. Look at how we have influence in over 7 countries of the world. Can you see that from small you can get to big? You can get from little. Is that I hope I'm correct? From little you can get to small. From small you can get to big. From big you can get to bigger. Biggest you can become whatever it is. But you have to start creating milestones. And how do you create milestones? How do you create milestones? How do you create milestones? That brings me to the next, by action. All right. How do you create milestones? By action. If you start acting on the things that are in your mind, or the abilities or the goals that you set, you start creating milestones. It gives you the audacity to do more. It gives you the capacity to push ahead and get something powerful in the future. Action. I have said it always that nothing happens until action is taken. No choice becomes effective, no plan or goals work, no knowledge can be gained and be put to function, no personal development is achieved, no vision materializes, no network becomes beneficial to anybody, and no grace is ever activated without a particular formula involved. Without action. I want to encourage you, step out, do something, no matter how small, even if it means to volunteer, even if it means to even if it means to serve somebody, serve that person. Even if it means to serve an organization, serve that organization. Whatever it means, please start taking action. Start taking action. You are the best thing that has happened to the world. And you cannot become that. You cannot materialize until you start taking action. Are you getting my point now? Are you getting what I'm saying now? It cannot happen until you start taking action. I want to encourage you, start taking action. Start taking action. All right. Miracle, yes. Miracle, step out. Step out. All right. Step out. Jonathan, step out. Every one of you, step out. Chika, step out. Everybody, step out. Step out. Step out and start doing something. I want to see your names and call you. Chinwoku, step out. Take action. Don't be afraid. Chukudera, take action. Chinecherem, take action. Fode, Helen, Chika, Jonathan, Mustafa, Onyebuchi, Onyema, Semilore, Tamara, Princess, every one of you, step out. It's time to step out. It's time to step up. It's time to do that thing that you're supposed to do. It's time to work on your goals. And no matter how little they are, it's time to take your phone and make that call. It's time to write that email. Don't allow fear to paralyze you. Stop trying to analyze whether it will work or not until you put yourself in a corner where you're suffering analysis paralysis and your vision goes like that. Are you getting what I'm saying? Right. So the next thing, which is the R in the SMART formula, is resources. When we talk about resources, what do you really think about? Put it on the comment section. When somebody says, I need resources to be able to achieve my goal, what comes to your mind? Please be sincere. All right. Please be sincere. What comes to your mind when someone says, I need resources, I need resources, I need resources? What comes to your mind? Money. Everybody, money is money. And truth be told, it's money that comes to my mind. The first thing, right? Yes, it's money. I need resources. Or someone will not be giving an excuse. And I didn't have resources to achieve my goals. I didn't have resources. Money. Money. Yeah, I know someone says, Ford says more money and knowledge and money. I know. But the first thing, the first major thing, money. But I came to announce to you that money is not the only resources that you need. In fact, money is actually not the first resource that you need. All right. Time is important. Is a resource, powerful resource. All right. So we have four major, but I explained three here. We have four major types of resources. Number one is time resources. We have intellectual resources. We have human resources. We have material resources. But the challenge is that it's material resources, which is finance, that everybody is looking at. Are you getting what I'm saying? So there is time. If you have time if you have time, you can get money. You can use your time to get money. Are you getting what I'm saying? If you have time, you can use your time to get money. That means that's why most of the people that have the opportunity or that are at an advantage or that have the potential to get money or to make wealth are people who are young. A 70-year, 19-year-old man that has not made money, that has not become successful, that has not become wealthy, has a lesser potential to that because he doesn't have time again. Even on the planet Earth, his mind is, I'm winding up. I'm winding up. So time is powerful. So you have to, when you talk about resources to achieve your goal, ask yourself time. You can use your time. You can use other people's time, especially if you have money. You can call other people because everybody has 24 hours. But there are people who are not using their own time to do something that will benefit them. Or there are people who need money, so they can sell their time for money. And if you have the money, you can buy their time with money. That's what it means to be an employee. That's what it means to employ somebody. There are also people who need to learn. They have all the time, but they don't have the knowledge. They have not learned something. So they need to learn with their time. That is why people volunteer. So let me support this program. Let me support this organization with my time and my knowledge, and so I can learn them. Are you getting what I'm saying? So you can use your time to learn. You can use your time to make money. You can use your time to, also do things that will achieve your goals, right? That's a resource. The intellectual resources has to do with things that come from your brain, your mind. You have to equip your mind, powerfully equip your mind to become that magnet that will achieve your goals, right? Then the next is human resources. It's about people. In this particular book I'm sharing this with you from, there's a particular chapter that is about people, right? If I have the time, I'll just scroll down and show you. A particular chapter is titled People. And in that chapter, I wrote about, the 5 ships that carry people to different destinations of success. 5 ships that carry people to the different destinations of success. I just want you to buy the book. I'm just encouraging you to get a copy of the book because it will change your life. Someone's microphone is on. All right, so then we talk about money, which is also important. Now, with the first 3 resources I've explained to you, you can make money. All right, money can come from different other places, from your friends, your family. for you to achieve your goals. All right. You can work for money, get the money, use it, put it into the goals that you want to achieve, and all that. Okay, so the next, which is a very important part, is teamwork. In executing your goal, you need a team. And whether it's a formal team or not a formal or non-formal team, you need a team. That's the most important thing that you need to take note of. All right. You need a team. You need a team. All right. You need a team. You need a team. And whether it's formal or non formal, that's why you should treat people well. Because, knowingly or unknowingly, you're working with some people. Some people are your team members. You may not know. All right. But they're your team members and you're working with them. They're helping you achieve your goals. All right. For example, if my car has issue and then I'm calling the mechanic to come and repair it, and the mechanic starts misbehaving and he doesn't show up, and then that means I'm going to have issues, right? I'm going to have maybe miss an appointment, maybe go late for a meeting, maybe, so if you really want to achieve your goal, then you must ensure that you have the right people in your team. All right. If you want to achieve a goal of being a global, for example, Jonathan is in the tech, Chika is also in the tech, all of you, some of you are doing something significant already. If you really want to succeed and achieve your goal, then you must work with a team. And then one thing I shared with my mentee some time ago is that every team member must have a skill. Don't carry people who don't have a skill and put in your team. They will become a liability. All right? They become a liability. And then when we talk about skill, it's not necessarily compulsory that there must be a hard skill. There are two types of skill. There are soft skills and hard skills. But everyone must possess at least one, at least in one of the categories. Are you getting what I am saying? So this is where I'm going to. So what are you going to set goals for? Set goals for your spiritual life, your health, set goals for your finances, set goals for your relationships. And relationship is not just romantic relationship. It's not boyfriend and girlfriend. It's about connecting with people, so building your social network. All right. Set goals for every other aspect, your business, every other aspect of your life. Set goals and achieve them. All right. Let me see if I think do we have all the time? Do we have all the time? Okay, so this is goal setting. This is a goal setting template. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Can you see my
Yes, we
goal
can.
setting
Yeah, I'm
template?
seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Okay. Okay. So this goal setting template is going
Yes,
to
I
be
would
shared
agree.
with. It's going to be shared to you before the end of today on your email. So this is what is one of our resources at the Impactful Leadership Institute. You use it to set your goals. So if you check this, we have the priority one, which I call the 100 list. I usually you can actually optimize it whichever way you want. For your monthly goals, you can reduce the list, right? Maybe to 50 or to 30 if it's a monthly goal. We did this for a yearly goal. So for the end of the year, you now say, okay, I want to set goal for 2025. You list 100 things that you want to achieve in the full year. All right. For the first 30 goals that you're listing, it will be easy, right? I'm sure when you get to 50 to 80, it becomes very difficult, but try to fill it up. Everything you want to achieve in the year, fill them up. 100 goals. Then this is the second priority. I call it the 20 list, right? You don't need to create other lists. You don't need to rack your brain and bring other things to this list, right? What you need to do is from these 100 lists, choose the most important 20 and put here. Put on this priority 2, right? Then this is the priority 3 list. From the priority 2, which is 20 lists, 20 goals, pick from there and put don't create a fresh list in this list, the 10 list, right? Just pick from this priority 2 and fill in here. This will give you an idea of what you should be looking at in the year. I mean, what your top priority for the year is. Are you getting what I'm saying? That will help you understand that there are things that are important and urgent. By the time you bring down to this list, you've come to understand this list then becomes the important and urgent. All right. Now the list 20 becomes the important and not urgent. Are you getting what I'm saying? Then the list 100 becomes a whole of them, which even includes the important and the unimportant and no. So your first focus becomes the list 10. When you finish with the list 10, you're going to list 20. Are you getting what I'm saying? And then when you finish with list 20, you now ask yourself, what are the other things that are not in that means that by that time you've actually achieved, when you're done with list 20, it means you've achieved 20 goals for the year, right? You now ask yourself, what are other things in the other list that are very important that I can do this year? Then I'm also going to share with you what we call the goal execution template. I believe you can see it here. Now, when you've gotten the list 10, right, which is very important and urgent list, you use this goal execution strategy plan to make note of what you really need. Now, these questions here are made up of the questions I asked you from the strategy section, right, of the goal execution. There are 6 questions. Then by this side, you respond to, what can I spare? What is it that will work and what will not work? You respond to them, and then you use them effectively to achieve your goals, all right? To start acting on your goals. They give you like a stepping stone to start acting on your goals, all right? Is that clear enough? Is that clear enough? I want to see in your comment section. And this is where we're going to come to the end of the session. I'm going to take a few questions and then we move from there. Thank you, Miracle. I can see you. Mustafa, I can see you.
Why are you so much?
Chemical is too much. Disturbing my health.
Chemical kwa honey. Honey. Imagine all your things. Which one is chemical?
So we're going to take pictures immediately, then we take our questions. So let's get our cameras on. Okay. Let's get our cameras on. Let's get our cameras on. I'm waiting. Let's get that done as soon as possible. Can you hear me? All right, so thank you, everyone. We are done with the pictures. Poor reception from my end. Okay. Okay, so we can now ask questions, and if I'm unable to take any question, then we'll just, you have to put it on the comment section so we can respond to it there. All right. Over to you, Marvelous.
All right, thank you very much, sir, for that powerful session, that enlightening session. Really appreciate you. Okay, so if you have questions, kindly raise your hand or indicate in the comment section so I can call your name. If you don't have questions, you definitely have something you learned. Okay, Princess, number one. Any other person? Okay, so while we wait for the next person who has a question. Okay, I can see two hands now. I can see Miracle. Okay, so Princess, you have the floor to ask a question. The Miracle will come after.
Okay, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Princess.
Okay, first I want to say thank you to Ambassador Solomon for this class. It was very insightful and it's more like what I really need right now, more like the mind, should I say, set I need right now. So thank you very much, sir. So I have a question regarding yesterday's leadership digest, the excellence driven leader. So I want to ask, and I also want to get like opinions on like what is the line, or like where do we draw the line between excellence and, should I say, perfection, or like perfectionism, something like that. Like most of the time I want to do things and I end up being labeled as a perfectionist just because I want it to be like to a certain standard. People end up telling me, no, it cannot be as good as that. Like, calm down. Everything cannot be perfect and all that. But then I know within myself that this thing is attainable. So, like, where do we draw the line between excellence and perfectionism? So that's my question. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Princess. Your question has been noted. Miracle, please. ask your question. So Mr. Solomon can answer both questions at the same time. Thank you. Miracle, are you there?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning.
morning. I hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good morning. I want to first of all say thank you to this beautiful institution. Like it already a blessing to me, and actually my mind has been much enlightened. So the question I want to ask from today's teaching, he talks about having an achievable plans and goals. Now, one of the questions I want to ask, you see, most times I have the courage to do those things, but at the end of it, like I don't find myself doing them. Now, I want to know what is the problem? Is there things or steps I have to make for me to attain that certain, for me to be able to fulfill that vision or plan that I set to achieve.
All right. So, Marvelous. I'm going to ask that they put these questions on the WhatsApp group. I think I've listened to them now, but because of my schedule, I need to be out now. So put it on the comment section and on the WhatsApp group, and then I'm going to answer them before the end of today. I will try to use a voice note. I don't know if that's fine by all of us.
All right, sir.
Is that okay by you, Miracle and Princess?
Okay, sir, it's okay, sir.
Yes, sir, it's okay. Thank you.
All right. And then if there are other people who have questions also, please put them down there, and I will get them responded to. All right. Meanwhile, I would want to remind you to also share the opportunities of the training. It's a powerful, life-changing one, and I'm sure your life is already being changed. All right. So share it to people who you know they are going to benefit from it, and they will come back to say thank you to you. All right. If there are further announcements, Marvelous will do so, and after the session, she will close up the Zoom session, right? Thank you, Marvelous. I will make you a host now so you can be able to close the session. Thank you, everyone, and I'm so glad having you in cohort 8, right? And enjoy your day. People who are going to, just like I said last week, people who are going to weddings and parties, invite us. All right. She invites us to parties. All right. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your day.
Yes, sir. Please share the link on the link for the new applicants.
All right,
Sure.
yeah,
New
I'll drop it on the
application.
group. I'll drop it
Please
on the group.
just drop it so we'll share it better.
I'll drop it on the group. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Samuel. Mr. Solomon, for sharing with us and always being there to give us feedbacks. All right, so as Mr. Solomon has said earlier, if you have questions, compile every of your questions, both from today's session and the learning through out the week and drop it on the group. No, this has left. Okay, I'll drop it on the group. Everything. So I'll have to act on the group. All right. So aside from the question, so far for the assignments, I have not seen majority of us assignments. What is happening? What exactly is the issue? Because from what I'm seeing, you have just 3 assignments submitted, and this is week 2. From week 1, I have just 8 people assignment submitted from week 1, and from week 2 I have just 3. And we all know that our assignment is part of what is going to keep us in this court. Who knows? Eviction can happen tomorrow. Eviction can happen on Monday. And you don't want to find yourself out of the group even before you finish your learning, right? You want to get your certificates after learning. Okay, Ellen, you can unmute your mic and ask your question.
Okay, thank you very much. In terms of, I just want to speak regarding the assignments. I think maybe the reason, this carpenter today. Sorry, Jerry. I think, I think the
Nigeria.
reason why maybe the response, or is it response, or the participation is a little bit poor. Maybe it can be like maybe the assignment comes every day. I know that we are usually given enough time from morning till, imagine being given time to like 12 a.m. to be able to have time and do your assignment. It's a very good like time, but I still believe that there are persons that are working, and it becomes maybe they don't really have much of that enough time for themselves. Maybe by the time they get home, yeah. Because like someone like me, I think at first I was participating, doing my assignments, going on fine with it. Then along the way, I had like a family emergency, which kind of, I think I slacked a bit. I missed like 4 days. I didn't participate in, I didn't do my assignment. And later on, I tried to pick up again. And closing from work, I work Monday to Saturdays, and I still have a business I'm still running as well. So closing from work, sometimes you now meet traffic. When you get home, you now be like, did I do assignment? You now want to come and start sitting down to do it, or you want to take care of one or two things before you sleep. So I will appreciate if we are giving like let's say if we have assignments Monday, the next one will come like on Tuesday. If we can have assignments within 4 times in a week, yeah, it will. Let's see. It's just a suggestion. Let's see if the number will improve. It will help a lot of persons to participate. So that's just what I wanted to suggest, anyways. If it will help.
All right. Okay, so I've noted what you said. Then concerning the assignment, okay, so the assignment I'm actually talking about now is the one from the summary of the book, the recommended text. Then for the one on the group that we're meant to be dropping every day, if I'm not wrong, in almost every workplace, and both for students and for those that are working, those that have their businesses, we always have a break time, either during the day, at night. There's always a break time for everybody. Your break time is different from my break. If I say my own break time is 12 now, your own break time might be 4 in the evening, right? There are times when we are a bit free. Probably we have that 5 minutes free time where we are doing nothing. And I'm very sure the write-ups that are dropped every day are not too long that we cannot use 5 minutes to read through. I'm not disputing the fact that everybody is busy. I'm not disputing that fact. Everybody's busy with different things at different time. But at the same time, if there's one thing I've learned over time, when you give something a priority, you can never be too busy for it. Right? Okay, we get home. Okay, let's assume you're a business person, you're a family person also. You have to cook for the family, take care of the children, respond to every of the family needs. Definitely, there's always that 5 minutes break you give to yourself that this is my me time. Everybody has their me time in a day. You cannot use the whole day to serve people or to do your work just only. You always have your me time. So that me time that you have, you can always take 5 minutes from it every day to read through the digest for that day and drop your comments. Typing your comment should take maximum, you cannot even have 10 minutes to do every of that, right? And then for the assignments I'm meant to be submitting every Saturday, that is the summary for from the recommended text I lead. We are meant to read 2 to 3 chapters every week, right? And yes, I know we are busy. We are busy. A lot of us are busy, 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 busy. Like that busy. Everybody's busy. There's no time. People will say 24 hours is not even enough, right? So in that situation, I've been there. I was in stream 5, and during the time when I was during my time when I was during my the period when I was learning, I remember that time for me to even join Saturday meetings, I would have to wake up from around 5 in the morning to do every of my house chore and get ready before I can be able to join. Because back then I was still living with my parents, and mom is always like, you're always with your phone, you're always with your phone. What are you doing? What are you doing? So I have to clear off every single thing I have to do before the time. So I'm able to join it. There are days when I am on the road and I have to join the meeting while still on the road. Right. So I've learned over time that the things you give priority to, you would always have the time you can create for it. If every day when you wake up, you set out, this is what I am doing throughout the day. Time was not enough. I am a student, right? I'm working at over 3 different places. I have my personal brand to also work with. At a point in time, I always believe there's no work, there's no time. Sorry, that 24 hours is not enough for me. I even broke down at a point in time, and I was like, okay, I'm going to leave this thing. I'm stopping everything. I have to sit down and start strategizing. And I remember back then, a friend of mine gave me a book to write out how many hours I use for work, for school, for reading, and for extracurricular activities. And by the time I was able to go through every single thing I do on a daily basis, I found out that I wasted over 10 hours doing nothing. Doing nonsense, and it made me sit down to think and to start to fix my mind there. Do I need to use my time there? I have to sit down with those things. And so it's not like there's no time. It is just that we are yet to utilize the time we have. That is where the issue is generally for every human being. There's no human being that does not have time. The problem is utilizing the time and sharing the time aright, sharing the time in a way that it would befits you, that it will be of benefit to you. So for the book that we're meant to read every week, for the chapters we're meant to read every week, if we're meant to read 3 chapters in a week, for me personally, when I was still in stream 5, what did I do? I know that during the week I don't have time. Okay, as at that time I had not resumed school, so I was always going to my mom's shop, helping her with shop. And if I'm in shop, I cannot even carry phone, because before I remember I have a phone, time would have gone. I would have been doing a lot of things. At home, I'm the one doing almost everything. So I rarely have time. So I know the only time I have for myself is if I wake up very, very early in the morning, or if I sleep very late, or if I don't even sleep at all. So I pick out that time and I'm telling myself I have 3 chapters to read. Which day, and which day am I going to focus on reading these chapters and summarizing it? As I'm reading a chapter, I'm summarizing it in my documents on my phone as I read the next chapter. So I know that by Saturday, I know that on Saturday I'm not going. Most times I don't go out. So whatever chapter is left for me to read, I read it on the Saturday after the class, and I send my assignments, and it's worked well for me throughout. I know I don't think I ever missed any assignment. I don't think I ever missed any leadership digest. I doubt if I ever missed any. Right. So I'm also sharing this with you. Sit down. Okay, you don't have time. Time is not on, there's no time on anybody's side. Sit down every single day. What do I do? Right? Pick a book, have a journal, have a personal journal. Every day, what are the things I do? What time? You know, for majority of us, you'll be shocked by the time you write out the list of things you've done on a daily basis and the time it takes from you. You'll be shocked that there are some things you never know that take away time, that eats up over 10 hours of your time on a daily basis. So sit down. These are the things I do every day. I cannot miss out on doing these things on daily. what time do I use to do these things? Okay, I use 8 hours for work. I use 2 hours for taking care of the children. I use another 2 hours for cooking. Okay, how many hours do I have left? This is the amount of hours I sleep on a daily basis. Right? You might, at a point in time, you might need to reduce how many hours you sleep if you notice that you sleep too much, so you have enough time to do other things. By the time you sit down and write these things, and you're able to break down how many hours you spend, you'll be able to figure out which extra time you have that you don't utilize. When you find out that time, you are able to use it for things that will make you more productive. So it's not like there's no time, it's just that we don't tend to take into notice the things that take up our time, but they don't give us results. So, Ma'am Eileen, I think this should be able to answer your question. But I don't think it's possible for them to reduce the times you are meant to drop your learnings from the Leadership Digest, because definitely when you learn something, you should be able to pick out what you learned from it. And if you are just telling yourself, this is what I learned, and you don't drop it, you're not accountable to anybody. You forget what you learned. So it is still very important to drop your Leadership Digest. The assignment is you have from that Saturday till the next Saturday by 6 p.m. to read and submit assignments. That one, nobody is saying, and you have only one day, you have just 2 days. You have the whole week for the assignment of that's the summary of the the chapters you're meant to read. So Ma'am Aline, I hope I've been able to answer your question.
Partially.
Ma'am Aline.
Partially.
Okay.
Partially. But I agree with you on the time aspect. Like, we have to prioritize things that are important to you. So I'll have to see this as something that is important to me. Maybe I saw it that, okay, yes, I'm participating in this thing, it's okay and stuff like that. But I need to really take it as a priority, just like you said. But I also like, if we even say submit two of the assignments and summarize like two days this thing in one day, it will help, Sha. Just my suggestion, no. Not
All right. Yeah, definitely.
okay.
It would
Thank
still
you.
work.
Okay.
Hello, yes, ma'am. On our side in Sierra Leone, I don't know what have been put in place with regards to our payments.
You just
Because the
have
last
to
time,
you just have to figure out where that time is. Please correct me.
hello,
Sorry, who's speaking? Hello?
Mustafa Koba
Yeah,
from Sierra
go on.
Leone.
All right, yeah, go on.
We are having problem with regards to payment. I don't know what have been put in place to rectify that problem.
Okay, Sierra Leone. I think so. They dropped someone volunteered to receive payment for those in Sierra Leone. If I'm not, I'll ask Mr. Solomon. I thought this
Yes,
it has been covered up for already.
I don't know. It has not been communicated to us. I don't know. So I can't say
Okay,
anything about that. I've just contacted the guy.
Okay.
I've just contacted the guy and he asked me to resend the names and other information. So I've resent it.
Okay, I would ask Mr. Solomon. I would ask him.
Please do that and let you communicate with us in the group, please.
All right. I would ask him.
Since
I
we
know that
started,
they sent one name
we've not done
already.
anything like assignments.
Wow.
Huh?
Because I know that one guy already paid from Sierra Leone. So I would ask.
Please.
I would ask and get back to you today.
I'll be grateful.
Yeah,
I'll be grateful if you do that.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I would ask and get back to you. Okay. Yeah. So for the Mara,
Yeah, hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Are you still with us? Your hands are raised.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, we are getting you for the
hello?
Hello?
Yes, Sister.
Hello, are you with us?
Yeah, Sister Ruth, I'm here. Hello? For reception. Hello?
Hello? Okay, sorry. It was my network that pushed me out.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. This just to make an addendum to what Mr. Jusu was saying. For us in Sierra Leone, we have not gotten any information about the textbook yet. Though we have already paid for it now. We have no clue about how we can go about this assignment. Despite extremely busy, but at least if we would have got a copy of the textbook, I think we would have tried our best to we respond to the assignment. But as it is now,
Okay. So I'll get back to people concerning that. I've taken notes of the textbook already. So I'll get back
okay,
to everybody
all
concerning
right,
that, yeah.
okay,
All
we'll be
right.
very happy
So
for
thank
that.
you very, very much. All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
you're
very, very
welcome.
much. I think that's all for now. And yeah, you can go back to the group and share one or two things that you learned in today's meeting. Build up that excitement. Let those that did not attend know that they missed something. So thank you very, very much for joining this call. We'll meet again next week and we can continue our conversations, drop our questions on the group chat. So yeah,
You're
thank you
welcome and
very,
thank
very
you
much.
so much. Thank you so much. Please don't
Yeah,
forget to share the link, that application link
definitely,
for the
definitely,
please.
definitely. All
Okay,
right.
okay. God bless you.
And you too. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We can leave the meeting. Okay, so Chika,
Thank
please,
you,
you will
ma.
help me.
Yes.
It looks like when I logged out, you were made the host. So please, can you help me end the meeting?
All right, ma.
All right, thank you.